In this video, I'm going to show you how you can work with motion graphics. I created this logo in Photoshop, and I'm going to bring it in two different ways. The first way was the Photoshop document PSD, and the second way is a PNG. And I'm going to import them separately. So here we have a PNG. It is a flattened file. If I drag it on to the timeline, you can see that's one graphic. The next one is a PSD. So this is a Photoshop document and there's multiple layers. Right now it's asking if I want to merge all the layers. If I merge all the layers, it'll end up looking the way that the PNG looked, but I don't want to do that. I want to have individual layers. This way I'm able to bring in all of them. You can also check off if there's certain ones that you don't want to bring in, but I'm just going to bring all of them for now. And they came in under a folder, motion graphics. You might be thinking, why would I want all of these to come in individually? And the reason being is you might want to actually animate them individually, so this could be quite useful. And I'll show you that. So right now I have the text from the layer. So here you can see that they were brought in on individual layers, so they can be different motions for both. Maybe you want to put the name on it first and then something else will zip in. So you have options when you're dealing with layers. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to show you the motion of one. Now I want to add some motion to my graphic. Clicking on my graphic so it's selected, I can go over to my effect control and start my keyframe. To start the keyframe, you always have to click on the stopwatch, so let's click on the position at the beginning. If you'll notice, I'm right at the beginning of my timeline, which I can also do on the side here. So I'll just drag this out a little bit more so I can see my timeline. I'm going to go a little bit over, let's say a couple seconds in, and add a keyframe. So they haven't moved because I haven't changed my position at all. Let's start off with my position. And what you could do is you can click things over, or you can just do it manually. So again, making sure that I'm selected on the right layer. Since I didn't have this layer locked when I double clicked, I could have actually clicked on this layer. And I'll change my position. And as I scrub across, you'll see it comes onto the screen. If I want to add a scale, I can do that as well. Clicking on the scale, I will start it at 0, and I'll move over to where the second keyframe is, and I'm going to add keyframe here, and I'll put this at 100%. So it's scaling in, and it's 100% at this point. If I want, I can add an opacity as well. If I toggle that down. And at the beginning, I'll have this set to 0. And moving it over, I'll have it 100%. So the position, the scaling, and the opacity are all set with keyframes. If you want to make it bounce around, you just create more keyframes, adding more diamonds, and from here I can position it and move it around if I want. And let's add a scale. Let's change my position at this point. Scrubbing back, I can see that it comes in, and now it's going to bounce up to the top. So you can do this with multiple graphics if you have on different layers. Again, if you're working and you want to work with these individual ones, you can put motion on each one of them. You're just going to be working the same thing with the keyframes. And if you can't see your keyframes, always make sure that your effects is on and that you're not in one of the other tabs. And that's it.